Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're gonna be going over Gary Bones' Armory deck list and a competitive deck list, and I'm gonna be going over some tweets I saw on X about these bands. So since Gravy won Kansas City calling, everybody's calling for bands. I'll have my opinion once we get into the tweets, but I'm gonna start with my local Armory list. So I want to do two lists for a competitive list, more tuned for a wider variety of a meta, and then I have a list for my local armory. And as I go through the cards, I'll be talking on why I'm playing them. So start with the main equipment. So we're gonna be playing Compass. We're gonna be playing Crown Dominion. Dead Threads, Gold Bait Hook, Mage Master Boots. I think those are just guaranteed in like any other match. Uh, this is going to be main board for sure for most of my matches. And then we'll go through sideboards. But for the most part, every main board gravy is playing this setup. Maybe Balance of Justice. I think some people are just straight up playing Balance of Justice in every single match, which I don't think it's wrong, but I don't think it's right. So Conquer the High Seas, that's auto 3 of in any pirate deck, honestly. So play 3 Conquerors, 3 Golden Tipples. So if you're going to notice, we're playing Rainbow Golden Tipple. Golden Tipple is the glue of the deck, is probably the best card in the deck, is your gold generation. It gets your allies in the graveyard, creates golds. You have to play Rainbow for sure. So most decks don't play sloops. I love sloops. I like seeing sloops early. I like seeing them late game. If I see them super early, then I pitch them for the late game if it's going to be a longer game. If not, then I'm going to keep it swing back face. Most of the time I see a Conqueror into Swift Water Sloop into a Rigor Mortis. That's 20 damage turn. Those are your high damage turns. You want to see that mid to late game. Get your tempo. I like them. They always feel good. Sometimes they can be clunky, but most part with swells, they feel great. Chum, playing 3 chums no matter what. That's the best ally in the deck. I love them. When I have an Ira. I have 2 Iras in my locals. I like to see Chum on those pivotal turns. I like to see Chum early. If I can get him out turn 0, he just soaks up damage. Yeah, he can do some crazy. Ira can do some crazy stuff by hitting Chum a bunch, like getting the Mist Blossoms. But him sucking up damage early for me to keep my hand is monumental for that matchup. It is a tough matchup. I'm still trying to learn it to my best ability so I can be more consistent into it, but it is hard, but it is not impossible for sure. It is like, for me, it's like 70-30. I think for stats, it's like 60-40, but it is tough for me. 3 yellow golden tipples, auto. So 1 Oyston. A lot of decks play 1 Oyston. Honestly, he always feels good to see. A 0 that swings 3 for 0 is great. It's a 0 for 3. If you pitch him, if you have nothing to do on a turn, if you get disrupted, you can just play a blue like a Portside Exchange, draw a card, play him, swing for 3, Arsenal Pass. Like it's great. And he has a backside. If he dies, you get a gold. Rigor Mortis, it's a 2 for 6. It's an auto include, and no matter what, you're always playing a main board. Sawbones, same thing like Rigor Mortis. It's a 3 for 6. It prevents damage. They always have to go after it. If they ignore Sawbones, you get 2 or 3 on board. Yeah, good luck. I did play a game against Slippy where I literally got 3 on board because he ignored them, and I closed the game very easily. So, don't ignore Sawbones. Avasti, you're playing Avasti, so moving on to the blues. You're playing 3 Avastis. Getting that go again if you have multiple allies is pivotal. Super good if you need a block, and if they don't go 2 allies, you just play Avasti and swing with 2 allies. And on gold generation too. So back alley break line. A lot of decks play 1. I'm playing 2. I do have a Jarl in my locals. He switches from Jarl um, on and off, so but I do see him, so I play two back alley break lines because if he hits that compass early, it is not fun. It is not fun, and getting that back alley, Call to Grave into back alley or Swell into back alley gets me that action points to be able to actually play my allies. 3 Call to the Grave, enough said. Chart the High Seas, you're playing 3. That's your 0 for 0 cost blue, makes gold, gets pitch, super good. Blocks 3 too. Filier's Confrontation. So I haven't really tested it too much. Every time I played it, it felt good. If I didn't need it that turn, I blocked with it. So if I didn't have an ally, I drew into it. I'm usually blocking with it. So it's just a free block 3. If I have an ally, if they play around the Fearless, I'm probably blocking 3 or pitching it for it. At the end of it, towards the end, if it's a 3 for 5 if you need it. So a lot of decks aren't playing them. I think from Kansas City, the winner didn't play any, and some decks are playing just 2. But I like 3. I enjoy playing 3. Give no quarter. Most gravy decks I've just straight up taken give no quarter out, but I like to keep 1 in just for that Whaler turn if I'm able to get Whaler out. I do have a Jarl, so if I can get Whaler out early and if he can't deal with it, he can do massive amount of damage. A couple weeks ago, I got Whaler out. He ignored it. I did 55 damage with that Whaler. Well, presented 55 damage. He just ignored it until he couldn't any longer. He just tried to go face, which he almost got the game, but I top deck and got lucky. So, give no quarter. I just like seeing the 1. I do have extended art, so I like looking at it. So, Golden Tipple, like I said, is the glue of the deck. You're playing 3 blues no matter what. Loot the Hold, on hit, discard a card. I like seeing Loot the Hold, just playing that and swinging Chum or swinging Sawbones, for 6 on hit, discard a card. They're blocking no matter what. It can give you those tempo turns when you need them. Ravenous Ravels is 0, most of the time 3 go again. This is just the close. Most of the time you're playing this to close out the game to get those wide turns, so they have to block. And it's a blue, and it turns on gravy. You're playing it. Portside Exchange, Gold Generation, pitches your allies to the graveyard, lets you draw a card. If you have no cards in hand, this in Arsenal, you could play this, draw a card, play an ally from Arsenal, swing. From graveyard and swing. So Portside Exchange has a lot of utility. I love to see it. So I only play one set of Saltwater Swell. I only play blues. For some reason, I'm not a big fan of reds. I know people play reds. I know Kansas City winner, he did not play reds, but Jacob did. I just like the blues. I'm not a big fan of reds. I think blue is all you need. I just don't like playing many reds. If you haven't noticed, I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is kind of normal. But most of the time, if I'm putting blood in the water in, I'm taking sloops out. So I'm playing max 9. So that's just my take on it. I was playing 3 blue sloops. I went down to 1. I don't think you need 3. I play 1 just for the end game. If I am going towards end game and I need that 4 go again just to close out the game to make that wide turn, I have that 1 sloop. So just 1. Cut it down to 1. Tip the Bar Keep. I play 2 tip the bar keeps just for that. For 1, it's a 0 cost blue that enables your hero. Getting a Gold Kiss Rum is very good. I really need it for Jarl, but other than that, Gold Kiss Rum I don't really need most of the time. But it is nice to get those wide turns. So I'm playing 2 tip the bar keeps. Go to sideboard. Start with equipment. So I'm playing Crown of Providence. I don't play Crown of Justice. I play Crown of Providence. I just like being able to ditch my arsenal and draw a card. I know balance is just better, but I like Crown of Providence, so I'm playing it. Null Rune 1. I don't have any wizards in my locals. I have one, but he hasn't been showing up much, so I just have the one in case I see a Rune Blade, like a Vincent or Florian. And then quick dodge flexures for those aggro, Katsu, Fi, playing to Slippy. But I think lately I haven't even been playing quick dodge into Slippy. I've been playing just Major Master just to try to be aggro. So that's my equipment. 3 Blood in the Waters for Guardians. Anything that likes to be disruptive, I'm playing Blood in the Water. 2 Ankas. I do have a KO in KO. I play it for Gravy. I do have 2 Gravies in my locals. I have a KO in my locals. So I like to see Anka for him to discard a card and having to disrupt him because he just has to clear Anka as fast as possible. Play 2 Scubas for Gravy Bones. Those are auto in for Gravy Bones. 3 Sea Legs. I only put Sea Legs in, really, honestly, for Jarl. I don't really play it for any other deck. Maybe I'll throw 1 in, but most of the time I'm not even playing Sea Legs. Not super big fan of the card, even though I know it's ceiling, but most of the time I just don't have room to fit it. So I really just put it in for Jarl. 2 Swabbies. Most of the time I'm putting Swabby in. It's a 7 power. It's good if I have nothing else to do on a turn and swing 7, and if they ignore Swabby, it's just better for me. So, like to see Swabby. Most of the time, I'm bringing Swabby in. 1 Whaler for the anti-fatigue. I just like to play Whaler, honestly. I just like to play it at an Armory level. Throwing down a Whaler just scares everybody. So it's fun to throw them down, especially against like a Slippy or something, because they have to commit literally everything, or if they can't commit everything, he's just coming in for 11. So I'm playing Whaler. Just to go on that, if I'm playing allies, I have 10 main board. I'm playing at least 15 allies. So most of the time I'm throwing 2 Swabbies in. And I'm playing like 14 to 15, like an Anka and a Whaler or something like that. So that's just how I play. Arcade Compliance, I'm playing 1 because you just never know when a wizard's going to show up. So throw 1 in there. And 3 Sunken Treasures for the Gravy Mirror. So you see a lot of Gravy hate. I have 2 in my locals. I want to be prepared for that. So that's my Armory list. So let's go to my competitive list. So it's very similar. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna kind of skip over it. So same equipment, same reds, same yellows. I am playing 1 Sea Legs main board, just for that Gold Kiss Rum. So if I can get that early tempo against a Gravy. Still playing 2 Back Alleys. I'm throwing in Eye of Ophidia. I don't have one, but I will be borrowing one to play competitively. Just opting to is insane, but at a local level, I don't need it. So I went down to 2 Fearless. I think at a competitive level, especially if you're playing like day 2s, people are playing around Fearless. They're going to be playing around it. You're probably never going to be able to use it. It's going to be always a blue block 3. So I just went down to 2, just in case in the situation I'm able to use it. All the other blues are pretty much exactly the same, but my sideboard is a bit different. So I went down to 2 Blood in the Waters because I'm not going to expect to see too many Guardian. And against like Slippy and stuff, I'm just going to be playing 2. 1 for the screen for that Slippy matchup, Assassin. I can always call in the grave to gain some life if I need some life gain. So I'm playing, or I could just block a dagger. That always feels great. 2 Anka for the mirror. 3 Scoobies for the mirror. So I'm playing straight up 3 Scoobies. 3 Swabbies. Most of the time I'm putting Swabby in for most matchups. I'm throwing 3 Swabbies and 2 Ankas in to make it 15. Playing 18 total. And then just keep the Scubas for the mirror match. Arcane Compliance for those wizards. Might move this up to 2. Not sure yet. And then 3 Sunken Treasures for the mirror. Still playing Crown of Providence. I still believe in that card, especially against the mirror. That first boat you see, I can just convert this, take 6, Bottom of my arsenal, draw a card. Kind of still works as a balance of justice. It's just not that you can't use it whenever you want. So, but I like Crown of Province. I'm gonna use it. I'm playing Nolan 3. I'm respecting Kano, just straight up, and quick dodge flexors for the Syndras, for the Fives, for the Katsu, stuff like that. So very similar, just sideboards a little different, but that is my competitive list. I'll be linking both my lists below if you guys want to check them out and test them. So I'm going to be moving to my thoughts on the bans. So I saw a couple tweets on X talking about it. I'm just going to go over it. So this first one from technicore.com, Matthew. Hot take, ban nothing, because we're literally about to get a new set within a month. Still tiring to consistently see fab players calling for bans when a format is good and healthy. If you're so desperate for something to take up the mantle, so Slippy is slightly worse, which makes Syndra better, so she can attack Gravy more. I kind of agree with this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you should ban anything. My personal opinion. Take up the mantle is annoying. Like having bonds 6 times in the deck, like 6 chances to play bonds, is just like toxic. In reality, I don't think not Gravy. I don't think Slippy is a problem. But if you were to hit something in Slippy, you're going to be hitting Take Up the Mantle. I think it's insane. But the pivot from that, if you're going to hit anything in Gravy, my personal thing is you're going to hit red Saltwater Swell. I think only hitting red is just fine. It's not needed, but it also restricts those high-end Gravy Bones decks that want to see Swell and play around Swell to have those big combustible turns. Even if you got rid of all Rainbow Swell, I think that would be totally fine too. I only play 3, so I can easily replace those 3 with another 3 blues. I could add like a Golden Tipple and like 2 other things. I think that's perfectly fine, and my deck will practically be just as functional. So even if they hit all Swell, I think it'll be just fine. It'll just lower the deck a little bit and not push those insane turns that most of the time Gravy does need, especially against those aggro heroes, against Syndra, against Ira, against Slippy. Like, he needs those turns in order to win. So if they do hit Swell, you're going to see it. I don't know if you're going to see a downtick in Gravy, but he is going to be easier to beat because you're not going to be anticipating those Swell turns. So I just really like this take in reality. Saw this one too. Thought this one was interesting. So he wants Chum, Mantle, and Plume gone. So Chum, I don't think that's a good ban decision at all. Chum, you need Chum. Like, especially against those aggro decks, Chum like soaks up that damage that you need to soak up, because if you haven't noticed, Gravy doesn't like the block. So getting that Chum out soaks up that damage. You're able to actually like play the game sometimes against like those Syndras and Iras. So I think Chum is totally fine. He's easy to get rid of. If you see him, just get rid of him. It's simple as that. Even though it could slow down your game plan, but against Gravy, he can. If you stop him from getting his golds, or if he's not getting the cards he needs, he can stumble. So, just like any other deck. So I don't think Chum needs to be banned at all. Mantle, like I was saying, you could hit it, you could not, it's fine. But if you're going to hit an assassin card, if you're going to hit anything in Slippy, it's definitely Mantle. Having 6 bonds, it's just not fun. Plume is interesting. With that new wizard card, it's just a red bird bear with extra steps. I think Plume does make it just like super crazy, because once you get below 9 against a Verdance, you're pretty much cooked. Because you could just, if you have 3 blooms, you're just gaining that back. Storm Striders, Waning Moon, you're dead. if you're playing AB0, of course. So you're pretty much -9. So Bloom might get hit. I don't think so. I think they're gonna let them play Verdance after it's released and see what happens. Verdance is doing good, but it's not like meta defining. So I think Plume is gonna stick around. But if it goes, I wouldn't doubt it. And then I saw this. I think they should at least ban Yellow Tipple. If they ban just Yellow Tipple, it's fine. Like, I don't want them to. I don't think they will. That's if they ban one of them. I mean, I guess because Yellow Tipple can pitch itself, or other Tipples can pitch Yellow Tipple, so you can keep going, which you kind of need. Because if you're doing that, you're probably not looking too good. So I don't think that's gonna be, happening. But if they do hit a Tipple, it's probably gonna be red. If I would have to guess, it would be red Tipple, just to lower it. It doesn't kill the deck because you have blue, so so you can still do the gravy thing. But Yellow Tipple is just a weird one. It would be weird. So please don't hit Yellow Tipple. But yeah, that's my take on it. I think it's most people takes where if you're a gravy hater, you're probably like get rid of Chum, get rid of Tipples. But if you're like me that loves gravy, by the way, pristine 10, love to see it. If you love gravy, then you don't want to see anything gone. I think the deck's in a good place. A lot of people hate board state decks, but I think they're perfectly fine. So that's just my take. All right, I appreciate you guys. Stay safe.